What's up guys, Togui here and welcome back to more Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. In the last episode, we finished exploring the Thwomp volcano and found that as it erupted, we had to escape down to this mysterious building. We'll open up the door and in this episode, head inside and see if we can find a way to make it into the volcano where we expect Peach and Bowser to be. This guy doesn't seem to notice that we're here. Yeah, that'll work, Luigi. Just yell at him in Italian. Yowzer. There we go. That got his attention. Nothing like a bit of the threat of violence to help. Oh, criminy, I have guests. I was so caught up in my research, I didn't notice you. The name's Gadd. I'm studying the Thwomps and the history of this here mountain. How'd all these stony fellers get here, and why are they so darn angry about everything? Gets my brain percolating. And he just goes back to studying and walking into a wall. Completely oblivious, I guess, to the fact that the volcano's erupted. Right. Yeah, it indeed has. Did you say erupted? What? It just blew its top a few moments ago. Why didn't you say so? Gee, I wonder why. And this poor dude's research is all getting demolished by these flaming thwomp blocks that land inside. We're under fire, boys. All my experimental results are gonna be destroyed. Yeah, well, so much for gonna be. I think they have been already. Oh, criminy, that fiery thwomp is gonna explode. We gotta put that thing out before my whole place goes up. Well, if only, quick, we gotta put out the flames. Water, spray water on the fire. I know there's a water valve around here somewhere. Dude, this is your own lab. Anyway, we have the return of a mechanic that you had to do back in much earlier in the game in Superstar Saga. Actually, I think we need, like, more than one. I'm gonna go with 4, because for some reason that sounds right. Because there's, like, 4 big flames on this thing. 2, 3, 4. Nope, definitely need more than 4. Yeah, so finally a use for actually being able to store more than this. We'll go up to 5 just in case they wanted you to get all the way up to 9 in the first place. This would be enough. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, sure enough, you need all 9 to be able to put it out. And for some reason, that also makes everything else fine. Wait, water. Water goes splash. Splashing douse this fire. I feel something percolating in my brain. And this is one of the, in my opinion, coolest things to happen in this game. Him getting this memory in the past unlocks a new memory for Gadd in the future. Yowzer, my memories, why? The memories of my youth they've been rearranged. What's this now? Can it be? That's it. Why this didn't happen with, Toadsworth at all is beyond me, but hey, you know what? I'm not really concerned with perfect consistency in my Mario RPG. Although it is one of those things that's like, yeah, if you're going to do a time travel story, it's very hard to keep it consistent, even to its own rules. It doesn't have to match anything else, but like you look at something like Avengers Endgame, they just don't stick to their own set of rules in it, which is sad, in my opinion. And the lab is pretty wrecked. Yeah, we can't even get back inside. Thanks for playing fireman, fellers, but it looks like this lab's done for. Don't you sweat it, though. Here, there's an affordable lab on the edge of the Boo Woods. Think I'll relocate there for a time. I've got a hankering for some paranormal research. Sounds like this is a bit of, not foreshadowing, but just a reference, obviously, to Luigi's Mansion. And we're getting a message from the future, Gadd. Don't know how this is going in time. This incredible machine will put a stop to any volcanic eruption, no matter how great. Oh, well that's just perfect. The inspiration just came out of nowhere, as all great ones do. I call it the Hydro Gush 4000. It has horsepower to spare. Okay, I'll send you a little sample flood through the time hole. Hang on, fellers. This is so cool. If you just tap here, notice he's using a DS. Starts pumping water. Not that that's what it should look like. And we can see it going into the time hole. And on the corresponding end, it decides to come out in this huge flood all at once, spray right onto the stream, and while that, considering what, like, lava is, right, just, like, superheated rock, this is not how it would work in real life, but you know what? I don't mind it in my video game. And this unnamed cloud just randomly shows up to blow away the smoke, which is very helpful. Heh, awe-inspiring, wasn't it? Well, show and tell's over. Just wanted to show off. Talk to you fellas later. Paradoxical. The paradoxicated implications are really profound, but at least we can enter the crater. I do appreciate that at least they were a little bit self-aware of, yeah, none of that makes any sense at all. But, you know, such is life. Anyway, I'll meet you guys back up at the summit. Aw, sweetie, cheer up. Cheer gone. No more cheer. Don't be like that, Thwompling. There's still some fire left. Jump on in there. Hey. Oh, what nice teeth. It was you, imps, wasn't it? You're the ones who doused the volcano with all that water. No, definitely wasn't us. Own up. I mean, look at you. You're obviously all plumbers. That is true. Thanks to your meddling, my hubby's in a stone funk. Jumping into that volcano was his hobby, you terrible man. We've been waiting for the annual eruption all year. Volcano with no fire. Not volcano. Just mountain. Are you hearing this? This is all your fault. So give us back our fun. You gonna help? Speak up. You're not, are you? You bugs? Then I'll treat you like bugs. Now, you go squish. This is such a cool boss fight in my opinion. This is Mrs. Thwomp. She is, love how her eyes are pointing in different directions. She has quite a few attacks to show off, so we're gonna just open with some regular attacks. Somewhere in the ballpark of around 600 HP, I believe, but again, that is potentially an underestimate. For this attack, you need to watch, whoops. You need to watch where she stands to hammer the rocks. Also noting that sometimes they can go between the bros, and as you saw there, when you break them, you can get bros items. I know, obviously, we just got green shell. I know you can also get a bro flower. I'm not sure of anything else that you're able to get, but that's certainly on the list. She has a few different phases. I don't know if she can use any of her other attacks in this current phase, so we'll just take another attempt at, ooh, definitely, okay. Wow, 3 ice flowers, a bro flower, 4 ice flowers, 5 ice flowers. The trick to doing this is you need to pull out the hammers a little bit earlier than you think you do, because if you hold and then release the button a bit too early, then it'll just put the hammer away instead of actually swinging it. She did give us all these ice flowers, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use it. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the stat down, but it actually doesn't matter. So the reason I wanted to do that is, you can see here, she split into 4, and the fakes should only have about 50 HP. It's actually, you don't even need the stat down to determine the fake, like we did with, I think it was Kamek. You can see this one has sharp teeth, this one has a chip, this one is missing teeth, so this one's the real one. So we're just gonna go ahead and attack the real one. They raise eyebrows in order, so we have Mario, Luigi, Luigi, Mario, and they're very easy to retaliate. You honestly don't even need to watch the eyebrows, because they just kind of go in that, like, they take so long to actually jump that you have time to figure out what they're doing. I'm gonna use a cannonballer. It's an item that, honestly, ABXY, how nice, that we honestly really aren't gonna have much need for. I mean, yeah, only 102 damage. But we will get the attack up on Mario. We've already lost ours on Luigi, but I guess, well, I should have used another item. All right, well, I missed some of the, yeah, I missed what the eyebrows were. So that's just proof that even there, you don't even have to start pulling out the hammer until after they jump, and you can still just no problem make it through it. I really want her to show her the third phase, but she doesn't seem interested, so I think what we'll do is we'll go for another ice flower, since this will target all of them. And I don't think they have any sort of rage attack if you attack the wrong one. This is, I'm fairly certain their only attack doesn't even do that much damage, but you can see when you break them, they do actually turn out to be like little mini Goombas and run away. You can swing pretty early. If the attack hits the front of the hammer, rather than the hammer swinging down onto it, it still counts. Also, you can get a coin, apparently. All right, I believe, since clearly we didn't do, like, we did like 7 damage to one of those things and it still broke. So I don't believe that I have, or what am I trying to say? I think that the reason we moved on to a new phase is that we dealt enough damage to the main one rather than having done some significant amount of damage to the main one. I'm really hoping she'll show some of her extra attacks. So we're going to just take this turn to go ahead and heal because I keep looking at the capture window and messing up the recovery timing. Could use an Ultra Mushroom, but I'll just go for a Super Mushroom because I don't seriously think I'm in any danger of dying. All right, here we go. Jumps up into the air, spins 3 times. That makes a shockwave that you need to jump over with both bros. She spins 9 times. That means you need to jump with Luigi and then Mario. She can also spin 6 times, in which case you need to jump with Mario and then Luigi. So nothing, well, I was about to say nothing too hard, but obviously I'm very bad at dodging it because I'm trying to explain the attack by talking instead of actually paying attention to the fight. And it looks like she's going back into this mini phase, so that's all we're gonna get to see in terms of the that jump and spinning attack, because I have a feeling probably gonna take her out before she can get out of this phase and back into another one. But you can imagine the animation is basically the same. Yep, one more cannonballer. She likes to grow before exploding, so whoop-de-doo. 0 coins, 400 experience, no level up, really nothing crazy. Not that hard of a boss fight, I just made it take way longer than it normally does. Don't be bad, they beat me. Stupid man. Street lady's nice. I made it take way longer than I actually needed to, because you can just take her out turn 1 if you use a trampoline. But I wanted to show off all the attacks. Oh, honey Thwomp, you're out of your funk. Because we beat your wife? Huh? You say pretty lady? You jump into volcano to say pretty lady? You young, and not too bright. Bright noses, but dumb heads. Still, saving pretty lady is important job. I really like this character, Mr. Thwomp. You guys are really going in? Well, judging by the pattern on his head, we go into mountain, not volcano. But okay, you 4 jump on me. Yeah, I had a feeling that this was gonna happen. And Luigi went up without picking up his baby. Aww, he fell and hurt himself. And it's all because you're selfish. But, or maybe not selfish, but just forgetful. But at least now they have fun. It almost looked like he was gonna land on baby Luigi's head jumping up there. Oh, how exciting. Take me with you too, Sugar Thwomp. You too heavy. Excuse me? How dare you? Oh, she is mad. And I guess that is going to send us in. Bye-bye, jerk. Welcome to the Thwomp volcano inside. Oomph, she's scary. I'd pay for that. Now you know why you treat ladies nice. Pretty lady you look for in this place. She stolen? Yeah, talk at the same time. That won't confuse him at all. Ah. See, Bowser has her in some nice looking throne room. Pretty convenient that this was in a volcano. I highly doubt he built this himself. Wahaha, this place is a pit. It's hot, stinky, dangerous, and one humongous fire hazard. I love it. Perfect place to build a second castle. And hey, there's a baby Bowser. I haven't seen him since, what, Yoshi's Island? This place is so nasty, boiling hot, reeking, and just made for trouble. Talk about awesome. This is the exact place to build my second castle. Now explain to me why, when Gadd had that experience in the past. Hey, you there. Yeah, this is a time you really want to go look over at both screens. Take off, Gramps. This place is mine. This place belongs to me, you twerp. Grr, you look familiar. Yeah, you look like just a bigger, fatter me. You copycat. Oh, I guess they're both going down to the bottom screen. Now I don't have to switch back and forth. You're the copycat. You can walk like me and talk like me, but you ain't me. You're just a shrimpy brat. So how did Pasty Gadd get a memory that went to future him, but it doesn't work the same way here? You're one rude dude, Tubby. Who raised you, chain chomps? Me, you're the one with the bad attitude, Goomba breath. I guess we could just assume that you'll never amount to nothing. That's so funny coming from him. I guess we can just assume that all the head trauma Bowser's received over the years have blocked out any of these memories that he should have had. Very long story, but understood. Big Bowser is in bottom of volcano. Okay, you hurry and rescue pretty lady. When you want up, you tell me up. My wife angry, but I'll go back anyway. So unlike with the Yube, although pretty similar to the Gritzy Desert, we immediately have a way out. Or I should say the Gritzy Desert Caves, we immediately have a way out. Music here is another tune that I really like. Over to the left, we can see there's 3 warp pipes, but we're not actually able to access any of them at this time. This is by far the longest dungeon yet. So they give you plenty of return pipes to be able to get back. You can go up this swamp to the outside, and then go down to the right, use the warp pipe next to Gadd's house, and get back to the time hole if you need to return at it for any reason. Has the spark gone out of your baby spinning? Use this twister to put some extra oomph in your jump. Press left and right to get lots of coins. Very exciting, let's do it. Just send the babies into this cyclone or twister, whatever you want to call it, send them to the right. And we've got a little bit of a maze. If you just feel like getting through here quickly, obviously just hit X or Y to fall all the way to the bottom. There's nothing too crazy. You can see we've got some single coins, some 10 coins, and you can kind of rock back and forth a little bit since you fall at a slower rate than is needed to actually get the coins. I'm gonna make a pit stop over here to get 2 red peppers. Honestly, it doesn't matter. The coins all disappear when you do that. There was a warp pipe in the last room, but again, there's just single coins, and there is actually a 20 coin at the end of that. This guy runs away, so that's gonna give us an opportunity to come over and reunite our pairs of bros. Grab 7 copy flowers, even though I didn't... Wait, have we... We have bought copy flowers, haven't we? Oh, I'm in the wrong tab. Yeah, we did. We bought 4 copy flowers and I didn't use any because I forgot about them. You could have used these to end that fight much sooner, but, you know, I wanted to show off all those attacks. I highly recommend starting this battle with a first strike. We only do 2 damage, and 2 of them ran away. We get 3 damage off a counterattack. This is the Gold Coupelion. They have incredibly high defense, but very low HP, only about 8. If you can beat them, you see you get 100 coins, and I clicked through the amount of experience you get too quickly. But they're one of those enemies you get in an RPG where they just try to run away from you, but can give you a lot of stuff, kind of like the Gold Beanie from the first game. They also have that attack where they spit out their tongue. I wonder if regular Coupelions have that, because I don't really remember that. They have incredibly high speed, so they'll almost always... or I think always get a chance to run away from you at the start of the fight. But, you know, I mean, I didn't really get some crazy amount of coins or experience. Maybe I did, and I just don't know what I'm talking about. But, again, this is an easy game. It's not like you need to do any grinding, and it's not like it's even that great of a grinding enemy anyway. We have over here a coin block with 6 coins, and hey, a new type of these little stump things to send babies into. And... oh, I was fully expecting this to have 100 coins, but it only has 50. I somehow feel ripped off, but, you know, I guess that's just the way it goes. Over in this one, actually, we'll go around it first, grab 3 pocket chomps. I've been using those a lot more in this playthrough than I normally do. Down here, we have what seems to be a thwack, but this is what I was actually thinking of in a previous episode. This is the thwack totem. They unite. You can jump on them, you can hammer them, I think. Yeah, oh, well, we made it dizzy and it looks very funny, which I appreciate very much. Also, wait, that makes the hitbox real over. You can see the X is not actually pointing to the enemy, and I'm bouncing off of the space where its head should be, not where it actually is. Never noticed that. Obviously, we'll have to show off that guy's attacks in another fight at some point, because it did not get a chance to do anything other than group up. Gonna take out the rest of these Gold Coupelions. Well, in that fight, they both just decided to run away, giving me 0 coins and 0 experience. And I do actually recommend, this is a great chance to use your green shells because they'll do 1 damage per hit, but it's easy enough to rack up the small amount of damage you're gonna need. If we check our clothing, you can see I ended up getting 3 total block trousers, but I did get from one of those fights the golden pants. This drops from the gold Coupelion. So you can see on Mario, we would lose 10 HP, but gain 18 defense. On Baby Luigi, we would gain, 14 defense at the cost of the 10 speed and 5 stash that we have from our current gear. I think this is, even though Baby Mario has lower defense, I kind of don't like lowering his HP. We could move the secret genes to him, but to get some defense boost, but that also lowers his HP. I'm gonna move these to Baby Luigi because the stash hit is not huge and we absolutely do not need 90 speed. Like seriously, we are never, like we had a point where Baby Luigi was going before Baby Mario and I definitely don't need as much speed as we currently have. Moving on from this room, we have an interesting area. This isn't entirely clear from the kind of thing here, but there's this arrow down. You can't walk this way. Yeah, I was about to say I think you can, but I'm wrong. Anyway, we're gonna send the babies up to the top screen where there is a Thwomp who doesn't crush us as we walk under, but decides to trap us. Thwo? Oh, welcome. This Thwomp Bros minigame arcade. Finally a minigame. They had these all the, well, I shouldn't say all the time, but a lot more frequently in Superstar Saga. Thwo? What you mean? You think I alone? Throng. Little brother just up ahead. I love how his becomes Thwomp. You keep going, you a drip. You play one game, then you move on. It's your first time, so you play for free. Okay, these rules. You see cannon, put ball in there. Any ball okay. When ball is inside, hit switch on right. So yeah, first we're gonna have to start off by rolling the adults over into the ball cannon. And then hitting the switch, and I'm gonna actually go over to the bottom screen because it was about to tell me to. Launch all the way up, and we'll stop on this platform. Ball fly way up, you roll it around. We can see there are a bunch of gems in here. Gems everywhere, huh? Collect all you can. More gems means more better for you. After you get gems, steer into the hole. I tell you more once you in hole. All right, well, again, like I just kind of pointed out, this is the first example of, whoops, missed a gem there. Didn't get too many. Let's see, how many did we get? Wheel goes spin now, you hit switch in middle to stop wheel. All 3 pictures match, you win big prize, it real good. You get 5 gems, so you get 5 spins. Yes, you get a spin for every gem. It's not hard, well, to get enough gems. You bad, 1 coin. You see the bros fall out, and the items we get just drop right into that. Yes, we're gonna keep spinning. You actually have to time it. I'm trying to think if it matters which one we get. It's mushroom, flower, star on each wheel. So it's not hard to line up. I just wasn't paying any attention. I'm also talking at the same time, which makes this harder. It'll always stop at the one right after you hit thwack pot. 3 mushrooms make 20 coins. Get a nice 20 coin there. You spin 3 more times. We heard earlier from Fawful that you can get beans from mini games, but we hadn't seen any mini games up to that point. So it's finally time for that to happen. Can do this much easier. 3 flowers makes 50 coins, which they do with, I guess, a 10 and then 2 20s. And now to get the star one, none of the individual ones are any harder because they all have the same frequency on the wheel. And they don't even spin that fast. 3 stars make 1 bean. That bean valuable, don't know why, but it valuable like I was just saying. Spin 1 more time, I don't really care to, since we already hit a jackpot. Good playing, see you again. We get a platform over there, kind of where that arrow was. So you just need to, I think you just need to get a single jackpot, doesn't matter. If you want to get infinite beans, yes, you can keep replaying this to get more and more beans. Pretty tedious in my opinion, but hey, it's an option. Grab some super mushrooms, we grab 20 coins, and hey, would you look at that, a bean. You can get, I mean, I got 5 gems there and I could have gotten, I think 6 if I'd been paying more attention, so you definitely can get more beans. Oh, and we have another new enemy here. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way right now. This is the last new enemy of the volcano. This is the Blazing Shrew. These guys are cool. Obviously, since their heads are on fire, don't go jumping on them. They have about 90 HP. All right, and we can see... whoops. Oh my gosh, wow, I am doing a horrible job of explaining this because I got very flustered. They can bring in a shroob ship, which will pull with a red firecracker or a green firecracker from the ship. It'll pull some fire from the fire of the blazing shroob and then use it to attack the bros, obviously shooting at whichever color the firecracker is. And then you saw the attack of the blazing shroob itself is that it can throw fireballs. However, if you actually jump on it, the fire goes out and you bounce up high in the sky, knocking away the ship that's there. If you take out their fire, they then just act like the Dr. Shroobs by spinning or shining their gun to shoot you rather than any of their fire-based attacks, and you can then jump on them. So a really cool enemy, has a lot going on. And we can grab a whole bunch of items, including some coffee flowers. Those are very, very valuable. I do want to get in at least one more fight with those guys before we go ending off this episode. And I would also like to show one more fight against the Thwack Totem since we haven't seen anything they can do. I guess I need to not hammer them. According to my notes, these guys have 152 HP. Okay, well, that's what I get for watching the capture window instead of my actual DS. They don't change colors, so you don't need to sit there and wait to see in what order you're gonna have to pull out the hammers, but they also don't stop and pause in front of you, so you don't get that much easier timing that the regular thwacks had. You need to actually be paying attention, which unfortunately I was not, which is exactly what led to my demise there. 10 coins, and speaking of demise, I just happened to take a quick glance over at my health. We're definitely going to use a mushroom on Baby Luigi, and a super mushroom on on regular Mario, adult Mario. Normally we'd just use multiple mushrooms, but we're actually lower on regular mushrooms than we are on the supers, so, you know, we'll just use what we've got. In here, we have a max mushroom, absolutely worth picking up. Those are really great items. I know we don't have that much HP now, but we are past 80 on Luigi, so, you know, it is somewhat valuable. And the last thing in this room is this bean. I'm probably not even gonna bother fighting all these gold Coupelions because it just doesn't matter. I might fight him between episodes. And, hey, look at that. This is certainly something interesting. This symbol. It seems very, very familiar. Gee, I wonder why. I would advise you all to stand over here. Yes, thank you. I couldn't have thought of that myself. That's interesting. It makes the noise when you go around it. I wasn't intending to stand on it. Thwomp! 4 aboard. I actually wanted to go to that warp pipe first. We go down! But that's okay. I like on the top screen, you can actually see the map scrolling to the next segment of the dungeon. And we hit a green block just like those at Yoshi's Island. An elevator I should have deducted. I wonder, do you think this is as far down as it goes? Thwomp. Blocking blocks, block path. We go nowhere. We may have to remove the blocks in order to de-elevate. Well, we're gonna have to find some way to remove those green blocks, or that singular green block, in the next episode as we continue to explore the Thwomp volcano. All right, see you guys then.